Legend War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster battle playing as Balthazar Gelt going up against Vlad. Now the interesting thing about this situation here, it is very early in the campaign, is that auto-resolve can actually win this, but from what the guy said in the email, he could not win this manually. So the auto-resolve can win it, but it wins it really badly. So what I'm going to do here is show you the auto-resolve, and that'll give us the benchmark on what we need to do to be better than it. So, straight up, this guy said he just couldn't win it. Now, I think part of the reason why that happens is because units tend to fight to the death a lot more in auto-resolve, whereas in a manually resolved battle, leadership plays a much bigger role. So an army that has higher leadership might actually have a disadvantage in auto-resolve. Over maybe a missile-based army. That's the only... I don't know, but I think that might be my suspicion. Because these archers will obviously run away as soon as they go into combat. They're not going to fight to you know, 10 men left or whatever. They're going to rout at like 50. So, you know, with an all-archer army, more or less, going up against a lot of mobility, I think that's the big thing here. We actually have a tactical disadvantage, so we're going to have to come up with some clever strategies. You know, we're pretty low level, so, you know, I'm not going to be able to fly around and shoot them and whatnot. We're going to have basic spells, and we still got to get rid of Vlad. I think in this case here, the best thing to do with Vlad is just ignore him. If we can send him on a wild goose chase, that would be ideal. What I want to do is have the Outriders go up ahead and try to get some of the bats to come and attack us early. Because I suspect what he did. Yeah, so Bounce of Power's not even in his favor, so... Interesting that he won in auto-resolve. Alright, what do we got with Gelt? Yeah, it's not great. Okay. So we want to stay as far back as possible just to give ourselves more time. Let's see here. And then I'm probably going to want to reorganize them even further. Alright, we'll just set up with that to begin with. This is it. Because they're not legendary difficulty, it could be a good opportunity just to pause it, I suppose. Should have set that around the other way. It's alright. I don't know how much time we'll have. But... hang on. Let's just see what we can do here. Make sure we stay into sort of square formations. That makes it easier to rotate around. And create big gaps in between each unit. Because what we want is for the battle to last as long as possible. We want the enemy to take forever to get to our artillery. That's another thing as well. Our artillery are not really going to be that effective here. So we're really going to put in some big gaps between these units. The crossbowmen should stay at the back. Okay, and then it's time to micro with these guys here. So, we want to prioritize shooting the Vargeists. Yeah, this one here. But get the bats to come after us first because they're the fastest unit they've got. But really, if we can get any of them to come at us early, that would be ideal. I don't know if that's what this guy did. Maybe he just sat there waiting for them. Not really an ideal thing to do in any battle. If you've got skirmish superiority, you should use it. The only time that you'd sit there and just wait for them is if you actually can't move faster than them. Come on, hurry up and shoot. It's alright, it's alright. Might lose a couple there. Maybe, maybe not. Just draw their attention. Okay, close call, but that could be good because that's it, that's it. Just keep their attention. If we can take out a unit of Vargeists early, that's really good. Just lure them ahead of the army. Give them some nice juicy bait. You're getting baited, bitch. Yeah, like no armor. So using Plague of Rust would be practically pointless. Have Gelt stand up there. Alright, these guys here, make sure they're on guard mode. You don't even bother shooting right now. Okay, looks like they're going for Gelt. And bats are coming in pretty hard and fast here. Gelt's already taken a lot of damage. Alright, let's pop down one of these. Alright, you need to get to the back, I suppose. Alright, Blood Knights are coming in. Those are definitely going to need to be a priority to take out. Alright, start. Just save it for them. Actually, go after them, just for a volley or two. This is going to hurt. Really, really hurt. Get them in combat with the Great Swords, not with Gelt, and we'll use Searing Doom. It's gonna do some damage to our own troops. Can't stop that though. Yeah, we got to get rid of these. Yeah, so units, like I said, they'll flee really early in this sort of situation here. Can't quite hit them yet. But the good thing about this situation here is at least we're dealing with all their flyers early. He said that in his battle, or his battles, the flyers just totally wrecked him. And most of them are, like, don't get me wrong, we've taken a beating, but it's not that bad so far. Bouncer power's in our favor. The thing is, our units will rout off the battlefield, but they're not going to die. Take out those fucking Blood Knights here. Just ignore what's his face, Vlad, because there's really not much we're going to be able to do about him. Okay, bats are almost all gone. Goddamn, they were a massive nuisance. So if none of our units can get wiped out, I'll consider this better than the auto resolve. Assuming we win, which it does look like we're going to. Come on, finish up with these damn bats. I'm going to finish off these damn Blood Knights over here. Need more people shooting at them. This is also on very hard battle difficulty, which we can easily see by the difficulty modifier plus 10. Okay, we've slowed down their impetus. All the flying units are gone now. We just need that army losses. Alright, now the problem is dealing with their single entities. I guess we're going to have to kill Vlad. We just didn't do enough to inflict the army losses. Yeah, keep him away. Now might actually be a good time for Plague of Rust. And there it is. There it is. Oh, just in time there. Alright, so the Pyrrhic victory, we get a close victory. And yeah, those results are a lot better. See, our units just ran off the battlefield, but they didn't actually die. Whereas in auto-resolve, like I said, they fight to the death a lot more. Which is why we wanted to spread out, okay? Because they'll defeat our unit, but still kind of get stuck within the unit itself. We'll try to run it down a little bit, at least until it runs off the battlefield. And they were, like, this one here was bogged down fighting a lot of archers, while also getting, you know, quite badly shot. But yeah, the worst of it was definitely like when the bats came in, just because of how much of a nuisance it was. They didn't actually do that much damage. But there you go. I'm not entirely sure what you want to do here, but I'm assuming since this is Averland here, you probably want to return it to the Elector, but you're not only going to gain fealty from that, so in my advice, occupy it, because you've got to get that replenishment. You want to push on and finish them off, and it's not going to piss them off at all by you owning this, so you should be fine. And yeah, you'll have a bit of a downtime, so you might want to use this as a sack city for a little bit, but apart from that, that seems to be the end of it. Alright. So yeah, that's what you do in that situation. Alright guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And I'll see you next time. Fuckers. Appreciate you. Almost forgot about that one there.